Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. So this is a bit overdue because the album's been out probably about 3 or 4 weeks now, maybe even longer. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about Dead Cross. It's a new album from Mike Patton, Dave Lombardo, and 2 other guys that I can't recall right now. But it's considered a supergroup because it's, you know, all these like fairly big name or big name guys coming together to do an album. And I guess I would classify the genre of music as some sort of punk, but it's the way it's played is way more intricate than the normal punk album, where it's kind of just a bunch of maybe people that can't play just making noise. So it's punk, but it's different. There's each song is roughly 2 minutes. There are a couple that go a little longer than that, and overall the album's pretty fast. But Mike Patton is you know, up to his normal vocal ways, where sometimes he screams and yells and speaks fast, and then other times he's doing those weird noises and kind of like dragging out his singing, so to speak. I'm a big fan of Mike Patton and Dave Lombardo as well from Slayer. Mike Patton was in stuff like Faith No More, Tomahawk, Peeping Tom, Lovage. I mean, he's done a ton of stuff, and I would say 90% of it I really, really like. He's one of my favorite singers. And Dave Lombardo I've always liked from Slayer, and he was in Phantom Oz with Mike Patton, and I think he's in a few other things that, Grip Incorporated, who I like a lot. So, that being said, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I mean, Mike Patton is usually pretty experimental with his music. So, as a punk album, it's sort of strange to me because, as I said, it's played way more, I would say, like meticulous than normal punk. But overall, the album sounds pretty good. There's a few songs I do like. Usually when I listen to an album, there's always a few songs I like, and then the rest of the album I can kind of go without. That's how I feel about this one, but it's on the weaker side for me. I find some of it to be kind of repetitive, though I know with punk music it can be repetitive. Some of Mike Patton's like slower verses and slower things he does just doesn't mesh well for me with the faster music, with the upbeat music. There's a couple songs on the album like Shillelagh and Obedience School that I really don't like. I find like the beat's cool, the lyrics are silly and just not interesting and very repetitive, and it sounds goofy and not like, I don't know, I guess when I listen to punk I want something either aggressive, really aggressive is what I should say. So with this, some of it came off as not aggressive enough, even though the background music sounds aggressive. The lyrics and the way he's delivering them aren't. So that didn't really mesh super well for me. I kind of expected more hearing the names from this band, even though I can't recall the other two. Or I don't even probably remember the other two, what they were from, but I know I looked it up and they were from fairly popular bands. The other thing is, and I don't know how everyone else feels about this, I'm really sick of politics dripping into everything. So when they put out like their album, they put out like a bunch of, they put out like a couple promo posters for like concerts, and you know, it's a picture of Donald Trump, like a sketch of him taking a shit, and it's like, I'm just so sick of it. I don't want to hear about, you know, anyone's politics anymore. I just don't care. You know, everyone's got their own opinions with everything, and mine are different depending on the subject, but I don't spew them at every turn and just, you know, kill relationships and disrespect people purely on what they believe politically. I just find it to be inane. So that being said, I saw that and I was like, oh, this is getting political too. Like, I just want to listen to good music. Okay, this guy doesn't want me to get in. There was a couple songs I did like. My favorite on the album, in a funny turn of things, is actually a cover song from Bauhaus, who I've always really liked, Peter Murphy. Bela Lugosi's Dead. It's like a faster version of it, shorter version of it, and I think that's pretty cool. I thought that was probably the best on the album, which I guess isn't saying much considering that my favorite song is a cover. There's a couple other good ones like Divine Filth and Seizure and Desist, I think it's called. Overall, it's something I'd put on in the background, but it's not something I'd ever learn the lyrics to and start singing or you know, go crazy with and like listen to in the car and have some kind of emotional attachment to. I would give the album about a 6 out of 10. I think from what I thought it was going to be, honestly, I didn't even know it was coming out. Excuse me. Until I was on Facebook and saw some kind of picture of it. And they were like, oh, Dave Lombardo and Mike Patton put out a supergroup album and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this is great. I'll definitely check this out. So this isn't one that I would say the whole album is good, and this isn't one that I would say is going to make it all to my flash drive in the car. It's got a couple songs that I added, but a little disappointing considering the players. But I would give it a listen if you're like on YouTube or online and you want to kind of see what it's about. I just found the overall, some of his singing to not go well with the music, and the repetitiveness of the silly lyrics to just not really do it for me. But, you know, it may totally float, you know, your boat. So that was really it. That's my 2 cents on Dead Cross with Mike Patton, Dave Lombardo and company. Thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.